You know, it was so good to see my man, our good friend Ernie Purdy. He was there on Wednesday night, Brigantine City Council, chiming in, saying, good luck, guys. I like the plan for the short-term rental thing. Ernie Purdy in the house. He's the man. I miss him. But I'm seeing him here. I'm enjoying his presence, Ernie Purdy. He was the man behind the Department of Public Works. They're responsible for the triangle. Wow. He's going to use what? The triangle. Anyway. Hey, so the Brigantine City Council meeting, short-term rentals from October 18, 2023. Want to see one of my favorite couple of clips?
Great job. I do like this ordinance.
Okay, so here, listen up, boys and girls. You have a lot of people here that have a lot of money on the line, okay? They're making money, and those of us who live here and enjoy it here, we don't need to put up with that. I represent 6 generations of innkeepers, and we all lived on our properties. Your grandmother, Vincent, we all lived at our properties. We all managed. We had a problem. We were 42nd Street, 43rd Street, 44th Street. It was zoned commercial, all right? We didn't bother the police department or the fire department. Our men were around. Mr. and Mrs. Bruno, Mr. and Mrs. DeNicola Antonio, my grandparents, Mr. and Mrs. Nappy, Mr. and Mrs. Rizzo, Mr. and Mrs. Lettieri, Mr. and Mrs. Capioli. Come on, guys. You had a problem, you get on the phone, you had 3 people to a party line, and you'd call somebody. Got a problem here. They're being unruly. You had 3 or 4 really big Italian guys that worked in construction, very gentlemanly and very calmly would come and say, do we have a problem? No, we don't have a problem.
See, this is the best part of Brigantine City Council. So that is a lovely lady, Rose Marie Ricardo, letting them have it. Letting them have it. Talking about all the paisans, all the Italians. I didn't know there was that many Italians in Brigantine. I mean, I had friends in Brigantine that were Italian, but I didn't know how large that group was. Maybe you know some of my friends, Don Fanucci, Billy Batts, Jimmy Two Times, Johnny Sack, Paulie Walnuts, Bobby Bacala, Peter Clemenza, anybody? Anyway, just a couple more clips. Hold on.
Unless they want to pack their bags and leave now, then they've got a problem. Done, finished. You have an oven fire or a fire on the range, because my grandmother did. She was frying meatballs and forgot. Yell out the door, Mr. Bruno, Mr. Tedesco, right away, come over, put out the fire. And my grandmother wasn't allowed to make meatballs anymore unless she promised to stay at home.
That makes sense. I mean, she must make killer meatballs, man. She's the best. She's the best.
Come on, this is what we're used to. What these people are talking about is money. We want our way of life. You have to try something, and you have been working diligently to do it.
No, they have not. No. Don't get carried away. Jeez. Let's see. I got to there's so many good clips, but I don't have all time. Let's see. I got to find. You got to grow a pair. I like that guy. Here we go. How about this one? You'll like this. This is how freaky things are getting.
Or any of us liar.
Okay.
That is wrong.
You have called me a liar, and I disagree with your characterization.
People, some of their business plan right now is they rent to bachelorette parties. They hold weddings. They hold special. No, hear me out. No, but I am going to interrupt. But Ed, I don't think you understand. I'm not deflecting
like you do all the time.
So Ed, it seems like your comments are very personal towards me.
No, yeah, but you need to grow a set.
A little bit of history of this ordinance, and I have to pat myself.
Hey, Bobby.
Here, I was the author of the rental registration, property maintenance.
That's right.
Andrea Sullivan, 2000 Ocean Avenue. I just have, and you probably already, if you've read your emails today, I was kind of shocked, and I can substantiate it with photographs, with documentation, and eyewitness accounts would corroborate everything I've said about any of these STRs. Some, as you know, are wreaking havoc with a tour bus rumbling down the street. You know what a diesel bus sounds like when it pulls down a one-way dead end and idling? It wakes you up. And I'm a proponent of 7 days. I think 7 days will eliminate the 2-day turnover, the hotel kind of operation, weekends in, weekends out. The concern is this: do we have the manpower to really enforce this? I feel like I've been appointed the captain of this team. And consequently, if you look at the document in front of you, now I'm taking all kinds of heat because I've become the convenient target.
So harassment, that's called harassment. That's the kind of stuff. So you're over the target. Yep. If they're doing that, that means you hit a nerve, huh? Indeed. Oh, and how about the complaints? A lot of complaints over many, many years. Where do they have? Oops, we lost them. Listen, it's very common. This is Brigantine. Things just disappear. Somebody opens a window, flies out. Somebody hits the delete button. It just happens. It's Brigantine. Bank accounts, large pieces of real estate. It's pretty good though. Remember, the punchline is, you know why all this crazy stuff happens? Because, listen, they're following the mosquito truck for way too long as they were in their formative years. The leadership of Brigantine. Thank you very much. Yes, that's right. They passed the most goofiest. Let me throw everything at the wall, 22 pages of everything, and then they'll selectively enforce. And they have the perfect guy who's going to be the cop of all this, who says that you're a good short-term rental and you're a bad one. That'll be Tiger Platt of Absecon, New Jersey, with really no skin in the game. Stupid. Anyway, what else do I got here? Oh, the transformation of Brigantine. This is a few thoughts on what happened 2 nights ago as all 7 of them voted, yep, we got to put this through. This is perfect. What everybody else is doing around the coast, around the country. What we're going to do, we're going to work on behavior. That's right. Good job. So what's happening is Brigantine I guess it's almost official. I guess it's 100% mixed use for all my good real estate friends out there. Jay Lamont, remember he had that radio show with Carrier, talked about real estate on the radio? I think Jay Lamont is living through me right now. All about real estate. And it all got started there, I think, right here in Brigantine. So it looks like Brigantine's 100% mixed use because you can have a commercial operation right next to a residential property. So I don't know. You may want to say Rick DeLucre, the 4th Ward councilman, he's a land use attorney. He's an expert. You might want to check in with him. And as you know, it should be taxed as a business. Just saying. IRS says, yeah, you are a hospitality business. You have to file as such. I just wanted to make sure if you're living next door to something that might not, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Crazy inflated prices, weird stuff like that. Oh, it's a good one. It's a good one. Did you notice the 1.25% fee for certain transactions? Now, it sounds like it's written, it's so nebulous, but I do have the PDF of it, but I just wanted to do the top line stuff. Did you notice? It looks like they're just going to put a 1.25% fee only on, I bet, Airbnb and VRBO so they can automatically take this money out. Why are they not placing this fee across the whole entire gamut of short-term rentals? Nobody missed that one, right, everybody? So selectively only putting a fee on a group of people that use that platform. And that platform, people are using lots of other stuff now. They're going one-on-one, social media. They're going with their own websites. They're not all on the same stupid Airbnb thing. Bad move. This is a bad portion of the ordinance. They just threw all kinds of crap at the wall and said, here it goes, everybody. We'll shake it up. There's your 22 pages of rules that you'll never figure out. And of course, our good friend Tiger Platt he decides. He's King Solomon when it comes to, are you a party house? Is the decibel level too high, too low? Is it a substantiated complaint before I take you in front of a judge? Yeesh. Good luck with that. Did you notice throughout all of this period of time, months and months and months, nobody from the business community in Brigantine attended to provide their 2 cents? Now, of course, Mr. Vince Serra, the mayor of Brigantine, says, well, yeah, I've had meetings with them. What about, how about the meetings in public? There wasn't any. Everyone's afraid. The business community and the residential community, even the long-term people, they're saying to themselves, you know what, our boys, the guys we always kind of support no matter what, now we think they crossed the line because they're effing up our neighborhoods. They don't care about old school Brigantine. Yep, that's what's happening, everybody. The jig is up, maybe. The school, you think they're going to have to consolidate that somewhere else sometime soon? No real estate executives were in the house. Did you hear about anybody? Did you hear anything from somebody who has a real estate background putting their 2 cents in? Of course not. Mike Reardon's a realtor, but he doesn't talk about his experience in this space. How come? Mike Reardon, councilman of Brigantine, he should have been on the quote-unquote short-term rental committee. Of course, he was not. Duh. Another person that would have been great on the Brigantine short-term rental committee, they crafted all this stuff, boilerplate and some customization, but they should have used Fourth Ward Councilman Rick DeLucre, because he's an attorney with an expertise in land use. What the hell? I didn't know that. So Rick is one of the most perfect people to be a part of this. He's a land use guy. He's a freaking land use guy. Nope, you're not going to be on the committee. No. Stupid. Come on, Rick. I want you back in the game, Rick. No Jack Murray either. He's the guy that really is, Tiger Platt, the city manager, goes to him for advice on to get clarification about stuff. So he sat down with him for hours, Tiger says, with Mr. Jack Murray, the fire official. He knows everything about this, but he wasn't really around to chime in. Nobody brought that up. Like I said, Rick DeLucre, let's put that land use attorney background stuff to use, brother. How are the management companies going to get through all this? The subleasing stuff. There's still going to be absentee landlords. You could be halfway across Atlantic County. Yeah, you're going to show up in 2 hours for a problem property. And write this down. You got a pad and paper there and some pencils and some crayons? Ask this to any one of the esteemed council people in Brigantine. Hey, you guys going to provide the names behind the LLCs, right? We can Oprah request that, right? We can see who really owns these properties, these operations, these mini motels. These commercialized neighborhoods that were, I thought it was upscale residential. Oh, no, not anymore. Because Brigantine, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm a full disclosure kind of guy, I'm not going to go, change the ordinance. How about that house next to you? Is it properly insured? Check. $500,000, not enough. It has to be kind of like this special commercial short-term rental type insurance. I'm telling you, it's more than just noise and parking. Short-term rentals and the way Brigantine is handling all this stuff, they're like walking around in the dark. I really don't think they don't do any research. You would think at the very bare minimum, they get a quick little report from Margate and Ventnor, Stone Harbor, Atlantic City, and just do a quick, overview. No, they don't do that. Absentee landlords, baby. Planning board. How come the planning board meetings are not on Zoom, live video streaming and all that? No, you know why. They don't want you to see what's going on. That's where all the action is, baby. The planning board meetings. It's in the same room, so it's all there. But they'll come up with a reason why you can't do it. Security purposes, stupidity. Anyway, it's 1 and 2 bedrooms. That could be a problem. It was a good time. There's a good friend, Tiger. Didn't say much, but wearing a nice shirt. Everybody up there. Oh, 5 hours they're all up there. Oy. What a mess. What a mess. But Mike Reardon was looking good. Yeah, good. All my friends up there. Here you go. Oh, jeez. All right, guys.